I had to sleep with the dogs last night because it was going -4, -5. We now are just over 0 degrees. It was not appropriate anymore because the dogs are moving during the night and I can't cover them up properly, so they have blankets on them all the time. Even though she doesn't like it, she doesn't like the bed pulled out because she doesn't have her back as a support, and therefore she doesn't want to have it all flat. But we managed. It was kind of a restless night because they're moving quite a bit around all the time. But it was good. We all kept warm. I was actually sweating, strangely enough, and I had my water bottle, hot water bottle. I had my 3 layers of blankets and my massive hoodie thingy, so everything was fine. I was absolutely toasty, just the air was cold, and literally cracking the windows really helps to not being in a complete closed up box. I didn't think of that before, even though we had the heater on all the time when it was working. That helped to get the air out, but not when it is freezing cold. But it definitely helps to not being fogged up and sticky in here. What happened? Why are we still freezing? This arrived yesterday and I was so happy to get it yesterday because last night was the coldest night so far. And yeah, guess what? It arrived broken. It arrived in the same situation as the one we have. It is literally broken on the top bits, which is absolutely insane. Why are you not properly packaging this so it doesn't break? I don't understand. It is literally like this in the package yesterday when I opened it. And I'm like, you must be joking. But again, it's all my fault. Why didn't I prep beforehand? Because I know these things clog up quite easily. But now I have the dilemma that we're freezing our butts off in the coldest week of the year. I emailed messaged the seller yesterday straight away after I got it and unpacked it. I'm like, no, why? Why is this happening? I was freaking out yesterday because it's the coldest night so far, and I didn't have heat in. I thought it's going to be resolved yesterday when that thing arrived, and it arrived broken. So I'm like, come on. So I texted them, and I haven't heard back the whole day of yesterday. They did not message anything. Then I figured out where to buy, where else to buy, where can I get it within 24 hours to have it today, because now it's the next day. And couldn't find anyone. All the estimates were, because I looked after 3 p.m, all the estimates were for Friday or Saturday anyway. So I'm like, okay, that's it, that's done. I'm gonna have to be shivering until the next things arrive. So what I did is bought 2 more from another seller and asked my money back from that seller. And yeah, so that's where the stands are now. We're gonna continue shivering in the cold and wait for the next things to arrive on Saturday. Hopefully on Saturday, preferably tomorrow, Friday. And then see if they're broken as well. That's why I ordered 2 to be sure that at least one is working and the other one is going to be broken or is going to be a spare, whatever. So that's going to be that thing. I'm going to have to wait for that, and that means we're going to have to wait the whole cold period without heating. And that was the reason I slept with the dogs last night, because it's just too cold. We had again 0 degrees when we got up this morning. And I cannot use the log burner. I had already the thought about it yesterday. Come on, it's the coldest night, let's switch that thing on. And the problem is, yes, it would work, but the problem is, first, it does not heat the whole room. It just heats around the thing, and that's it. That's why I went with the diesel heater in the first place, to have the whole room blasted out heat, instead of just having this little area where the heater is, where the log burner is in general. So unfortunately that had to leave, had to go, and we took the diesel heater to have proper heating in the van. And the second thing is why I didn't do it. It wouldn't run all night because you will have to watch it constantly to have it going all night. I can't put coal in there or anything. I can only put logs in there, and if it gets too hot, stuff is gonna melt, and if it's too low, we're freezing ourselves anyway. So yeah, that just doesn't work anymore. That's why we stopped using this thing in the first place. It is just not appropriate for this type of van in general. It might be appropriate for others, maybe smaller vans, maybe smaller setups, whatever. But for this type of van, it's just unfortunately not working. So we skipped that idea and didn't do it. And we used candles instead. We had a lot of candles on the countertop and built some aluminium foil around them, so we had like a little heating going on just in one direction, which worked quite good. Plus I cooked myself some more food yesterday evening to be able to have some body heat going, and that worked pretty good as well. Plus the dogs were warm and we cuddled up with them, and that was fine too. So it wasn't as bad. The only bad thing in the morning is to get up in 0 degrees. That is the worst for me. It's just like, oh, I don't want to. Getting changed in 0 degrees is just horror for me. It's just like, no, I can't, I don't want to. Yeah, there's the mister looking out. Yeah, so that is the story for now. We're gonna still have to be cold until the next stuff comes. Hopefully not broken this time. And I will continue on with the day now. As you can see, it's sunny out there, and we are starting to get warmer, by the way. We are now up to 6 degrees in here, so it's actually pretty warm. Well, as the day continued, I had to stay warm, so basically started anything that I had in mind to just keep me warm, filling up the water, for example, while it was still over 0 degrees, and I had to just fill up 3 water bottles again just to be sure I have enough water, as well as some dog food arrived, so I just opened the boxes and stocked it all up in the freezer, which was great because there was literally cold temperatures and I didn't have to worry about it to be freezing or just defrosting. Peaks had a fun time ripping her cardboard apart, as she always loves to, or her paper. I buy them struts, frozen ones, and I just refilled them in 2 little boxes, little zipper bags. As well as I did some pumpkin seeds, as the dogs get them in the morning and the afternoon food, and I had to just make them into little grounded powder, because if they get them whole they can't digest them, so I just grounded them. And refilled the other pack into a glass box, as I just like that more. And as well as the raw food doesn't defrost anymore for the dogs, so I had to fill some hot water mixed with cold water so they defrost a little bit better. And been drinking a lot of tea. I can't remember when I was drinking that amount of tea last. It was absolutely mental. All day, just 1 cup after the other, refilling, boiling the water for the tea, just continuously going. But at least I didn't have dehydration in those days, or at least today. Today and yesterday, no dehydration problems. Cold fingers all the time. And this is how literally this day ends, in freezing cold. Well, we got just around 7 degrees in here now. And still running around in my jacket, cooking up, gonna eat up, cuddle up with the dogs, and that's the day done. I'm not doing anything else. It's just trying to stay warm under the blankets as it's already freezing out there. And I wasn't like this last night. It was freezing around 5 in the morning, and now it's already freezing. So clear skies, moon is out, and cold, freezing cold. So that's gonna be my wrap up, and I'm gonna shoot another video when the glow plug finally arrives and is getting put in. So see you later for now, and see you in the next video.